Thanks, everyone. And like irony of the life, I was the first one to speak at the main stage when the token 2049 started. These 2 days fly by, and here I am. And on my way here, when I saw that more and more people enjoying their drinks and relaxing and networking, I realized that I need to be really interesting to grab your attention. And here I am to start talking about crypto entrepreneurship and how to build stuff. And as I represent BitGet, one of the youngest, still one of the largest exchanges in the crypto industry, I want to invite everyone to little bit get to know who we are, how we build stuff, and also learn how we can help more and more team members to build. But before I go into boring numbers and stats and telling how great we are or we do great things, I want to start with my personal story. I came to crypto in a very different journey than most of the people, because usually crypto journeys start with all these media and attention when someone invested $100 and became rich suddenly. And of course, we all want to get rich quickly. In my journey, I used to have a Web2 startup that exited at 2.7 billion. And after that, I was too young to retire, and crypto was the next big thing I was really inspired and wanted to come and understand and invest in. Therefore, since 2017 till today, it's been a roller coaster, emotional journey of ups and downs. But on this journey of ups and downs, crypto winters, bear markets, bull runs, and ICO booms, and all the things that we saw up and down, I believe there are two distinct characters of everyone who've been within this ecosystem. People who are builders and people who are believers, who don't stick here for that get-rich-quick narrative, but who are actually trying to build, and they're fascinated about the technology. And I believe the recent rain was a great example how this community is about believing in each other, because as I mentioned, the first session of the token, when we all trying to find our ways, so many people reached out that, oh, which part of the city you are? I can give you a lift. And it is such a beautiful ecosystem where we do compete. We do like that, being the first and biggest and most and largest, but still we are always helping each other. I want to invite you to meet the BitGet. BitGet is one of the largest centralized exchanges, and we are about both facilitating and disrupting the financial industry through centralized exchange, but we also offer decentralized wallet and decentralized ecosystem. We do have our investment fund that I'll be taking you into that journey too, where we can facilitate that building and believing and all together. Our journey started, as I mentioned, we are one of the youngest, and our journey started of exploration and believing in this industry, but it's also an industry that's very hard to disrupt when we talk about centralized exchanges. It took us 2 years to come up with the concept of the copy trading and execute it well, which actually propelled us to the next level, where another 2 years later, we partnered with the Lionel Messi, and today we are competing for being top 3 or 4 the largest. And I think this serves as a great example for every builder and every believer out there that overnight success really takes a lot of time to build. Therefore, if you are failing to get listed, if you are failing to find that brilliant idea, never give up and continue building, because that great ideas that we usually talk about, someone investing in a project, someone finding something, someone building something fascinating, doesn't happen overnight. It takes a really, really long time, and the key ingredient is not to give up. And after 5.5 years, almost 6 years today, BitGet serves around 25 million customers globally, and we are #1 copy trading platform. We list more than 750 coins, and this number grows, especially with this new rush of finding the next gem. I think we are one of the best in offering that gems to our users out there. And daily we facilitate around $10 billion transactions, and it is growing. BitGet, while most of you know us as a centralized exchange, we are definitely more than that. We offer a lot of trading and professional tools for the professional traders, whether they are in a retail end or a B2B segment. But above that, we do have a large investment portfolio where we invest in the ventures we believe. We facilitate your growth and development. And recently, even like in the middle of the crypto winter or a bear market, we invested into the BitGet wallet, our centralized wallet, to maximize our centralized offerings. But there's one reason that I fell in love with BitGet before joining the company was BitGet's protection fund. We all remember what happened with the FTX and all the other cases, and BitGet actually, before even that, was preparing to announce its protection fund, and today it's world's second largest protection fund after the Binance. And what makes BitGet's protection fund very stand-outable and important is that it's only based on USDT and Bitcoins. Therefore, the fund grows in the price, the Bitcoin price grows. And if anything happens because of the fault of our company ever, we have enough funds to replace all our customers if they ever lose any funds. But BitGet, until today, never experienced any security breach or any trouble that would make us to use funds from this pool. But still, it's always better to be safe and prepared than sorry. And talking about our global builders journey, I want to take us into different parts of the world and understand what's happening in there. While we talk about United States, it's always like a very lucrative market, but it's also about the policies and how complicated it is to operate there. While in Asia, we see a lot of retail end users, and also with the Hong Kong and others building this new and forward-thinking legislation, I think it becomes a very interesting market to look into and grow. For me, even though Europe is always a money center, especially thinking of Frankfurt or London, and then thinking about the great institutions and educational facilities that are out there, it's definitely a think tank, a growth hub, but I am still concerned about how much legislation can prevent innovation in Europe. And definitely today we are in the Middle East, and as a BitGet in last quarter, we grew five times in this market, and I think Middle East is becoming the melting pot of the crypto industry with better legislation, easy to acquire new talent, and of course the appetite for the investment. Therefore, I want to talk about how to make every step count and every entrepreneurial journey into the next step, and I want to talk about the importance of the partnerships and why who we partner with is important. Back in times when we wanted to get Lionel Messi, the greatest of all time, to partner with BitGet, we were pitching, and there was another exchange that was wanting the same attention. They definitely were bigger than us and had more money than us. At some point, we understood that this bidding war definitely needs to come to its end. It's not going to take anyone anywhere, and we were literally out of our marketing budget capacity. Then what we did, we reached out to Messi's team one last time and pitched the BitGet as a reliable partner, not just a sponsorship. And we explained how we can all work together, how we are safe and secure, and how we care about our reputation, our long-term vision, and how we can align it with him. Therefore, we ended up getting a partnership with Messi, which is going 2 years strong, and we make every step count. And this journey is another testament why it is important to align and partner with the true partnerships on your entrepreneurial journey that is not only about financial incentives, but is actually about a true partnership and aligned values. Therefore, I want to talk about the Empower X fund, which is like a $100 million fund that we offer to the entrepreneurs and builders who are within the ecosystem, who want to embark on a new journey, and who are really looking for the partnership that is not about the money, while definitely money is important, especially for those who are raising a series or trying to do pre-sale, but definitely coming on board with BitGet is more about just the money. It's about investment, long-term opportunities, it's about the vision, and it is about getting access to 25 million customers that we are having. We do offer our Launchpad and Launch Pool, and we are one of the best performing out there. What happens is that BitGet has its own BGB token. We are the best performing centralized exchange token, and last quarter it was all-time high after an all-time high. We stand strong above $1 price point. And every user who holds a BGB token or USDT, they are able to participate in our Launchpad projects and invest in these direct projects. And if you are building a project and you do want to acquire new users, and I think it's one of the best tools, not just only raise funds, but it also helps you acquire more and more users, because once they stake their BGB, they will be able to get different airdrops. You will have more users, and you will have an exposure to 25 million BitGet customers that can propel you to the next success. And here we see that so many projects took advantage of this particular tool, of this particular project. And we are continuously looking for acquiring these new gems that are really interesting for our end users to come on board. While walking around token, I've been approached so many times for different listings and very exciting projects. I believe listing in a centralized exchange is very important, but it can also be a very responsible step forward, while getting on board the launch pool and expanding your audience reach can be a great solution. For the ones who both want to invest in really, really interesting gems, but also they're aspiring, there's something called Launch Pool, which is a similar mechanism where you can take an advantage to discover new gems. And as you see, our Launch Pool is doing much better than all the other competitors out there, including the Binance, which we really love competing for. And every time we list a project on a Launch Pool, and I think during the token we are preparing for another Pool X that is very interesting to keep an eye on and definitely consider investing. I think these projects are the projects we truly believe, and this is a project that can make that overnight success happen. Therefore, I believe the world and crypto industry as a young place, a platform, a playground to build on, has enormous opportunities to innovate, to build, and also to believe. As I mentioned in the beginning of my speech, it took us so many years to come up with that one great idea which will propel us to the next level. It can always take longer than expected, but not giving up, not sticking to cycles, and always have that big vision which will drive you forward is very important. And I would definitely invite everyone to connect with me, whether you want to, you are an entrepreneur, you want to list your project, or you are an influencer, you want to work with us, or any other idea that you just want to share with me. You also have the email that I check regularly. Let's connect together, and let's not be only the believers, but turn into the builders and make that next big thing happen. And also, thank you very much for letting me at Token Stage to start and to finish the conference. It was amazing.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Vugar. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much.